Farm to table for us is really a way to celebrate the smaller farmers. When you try to source locally only, you kind of put yourself in this little pigeonhole, and we've now been doing it for 7 years. Feels like we're kind of just revisiting the same dishes and getting a little stale. We need to pull ourselves out of a staleness and start re-experimenting and just bringing in little touches from other food communities. I don't know what I was expecting it to be.
Foreign and Domestic was founded in 2010 by Ned and Jody Elliott, who my partner worked for. So we maintained a friendship with them, and when Ned decided it was time for him to leave, we jumped in and bought it in 2017. Foreign and Domestic's founded on the neighborhood concept, lots of farm-to-table usage, nose-to-tail usage, and that's something that Nathan and I always appreciated, so it was cool to find out it was available. Cooking food from here is all I've ever really known. I've dabbled in other cuisines, but everywhere I've ever worked has been farm-to-table, so seasonality at this point to me just comes naturally.
When you start foraging, you really deeply understand the seasons. It's more of a relationship with nature. Mushrooms are a little different. It is a very secretive industry, and it's something that I've honestly felt a little intimidated by, because the stakes are very high with mushroom foraging versus, picking wild onions. There's a lot more risk, and you need a lot more skill, and you need somebody who's devoted to knowing these things.
In this forest, I've seen whites and pinks. Right here, I see a lot of yellows. I'm sure. I think that there should be a lot. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It is. It faked you out. Sorry, it's another one. They like to go. They sometimes grow underneath the logs, also. There is a look-alike, but I would, but that's like a possibility. But yeah. I would identify it for you before.
I've gotten fairly practiced at foraging in Texas, so I know, what to look for, what plants like to grow next to the things that I'm looking to forage. I've gotten a little bit lazy with it because I know where my patches are and I know, exactly where it is.
You almost always find them all three together.
Which ones?
Mustang grapes, dewberries, and poison ivy are always together, almost always. So anytime you're picking dewberries, you almost always get poison ivy somehow. What is this guy? See, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Sometimes we forget that it's important to visit other places and get inspiration. I think without that, you do get a little stale in the restaurant. In the beginning, it's a little overwhelming.
With matsutake, you have to make sure that you have this.
The little powder.
Yeah.
Yep. And you got the,
You're not sure what you're looking for yet.
and then you have it's actually two of them.
And when you find one, you have to think, what did I see before I found it?
These little rocks.
Oh my gosh.
Those are beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's a number one.
This guy?
Oh, wow.
Feel the stem, make sure it's nice and hard still.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, solid. That is a gorgeous one.
Wow.
Cool.
Finding that first mushroom was really incredible. You know, you're like, I don't know, is it the right mushroom? Did I actually find it? To be able to identify it by things that you've just learned in the last, 10, 15 minutes.
I think I saw something up there, but it could be. Okay.
The smell when you pick the mushroom is almost overwhelming. I've never smelled a mushroom that intense. For me, there's that immediate realization that what I thought was fresh in terms of mushrooms, it was not.
Do you have anything for lineup?
I don't think so.
We brought back like 50 pounds or so, and it was like taking up the whole speed rack in the walk-in. We had to like slowly just start cleaning them all and consolidating them down, but it smelled like a forest in the walk-in for like a week. We're having fun trying to use them all while they're still nice and at their peak. This is the stew of barley and dried chanterelles. It'll go underneath the matsutakis cooked in papayote. It's just like a barley stew with steamed matsutake mushrooms.
So this is what we've been running for a couple of days. Fun mix of cold and hot. So hot mushrooms, cold soup. But as far as working with mushrooms, I think it's definitely changed my view on what they're worth. And I mean, I always have hated waste, but now I'm like real freaked out about waste because I know how much it takes to get them. This is asparagus and sherry vinegar soup. I love the mushrooms. These are a local green that grows like a weed that our favorite farmer grows for us. And it's wood sorrel, so it's a little lemony, little green flavor. And that's it. Kind of sad that this is probably the last day for it.
We have 3 mushroom features. The one we've been running for the last few days with the roasted matsutake and asparagus soup, the chanterelle ice cream, and then we have a new one that's matsutake mushrooms cooked in papayote. So that's
As a chef, prior to this experience, I had started feeling a little bit stale and a little bit like I just didn't have a lot of fresh ideas. That came a lot from limiting the ingredients that I'm allowing myself to work with. But I think that limiting myself also limits the guests that we have. Bringing in some new, exciting ingredients that we both fell in love with, not only will ignite something in us and give us a little spark, but will bring new people into the restaurant who will then hopefully also buy the dishes that are local and support the community.